So, this is the basement. It's a little bit more safe to talk in than some of the other places upstairs, but it's under renovation, but don't worry. No one can hear us except for us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like even if
Please.
Freddie's sister-in-law, wasn't here, like I said before, you guys don't have to worry. She's uh,
We can trust her.
yeah, we trust her.
She's my
Also, she's got
sis.
us bugged, so she would be hearing us anyways.
Uh, okay, I won't question that.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
Shadow, I didn't realize you were sleeping down here.
mm,
Uh, uh,
I know that. Uh,
wait, are you aware of
You
Shadow?
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What fucking time is it?
Uh,
Late-ish?
late o'clock.
Oh shit.
A good time to go to sleep, unless you were previously.
Hi.
Hi, are you?
Oh, so yeah, this is a friend of ours, another person that can be trusted. Don't worry. And these are, remember when we talked about the ALA and Medusa and stuff?
Oh, that mess. Yeah.
I know
These
that.
are-
I know that garb. Oh, this is Lieutenant Parafrost from the ALA. I'm not actually part of the ALA, but I'm friends with pretty significant figures in the army. I know that. I know that style, that garb that you're wearing. I've seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
Demon dogs?
Oh, right. Yeah, former member.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
a lot of those lately.
Yeah,
You guys have been
Mhm.
through
we get
some
around.
shit, apparently.
We get around, fucking still running around for Ichi like there's fucking kids.
Come down, come down. We don't have to.
Yeah, let's
Like, look, Shadow is trustworthy, and we've been Shadow's been with us dealing with Medusa in the past, so
Oh,
yeah.
that's interesting.
Vaguely.
What have you guys? All right, I'll start off from the top. You've met Medusa before?
Yeah. It was. Oh boy, that was It was sometime last year. It was specifically it was me. Um, I'm not sure if you've come across Sora. I mean, I'm assuming you may have due to demon dog knowledge, I guess. But me,
I know who
Sora.
he is, but I've never met him in
Met him.
person. I don't believe Parafrost has either.
Okay.
We know a little bit about your exploits, just not the stuff that involves Medusa.
Yeah.
But what happened?
So me, Sora, someone, an AI named Miss Hybris. Um, we were actually supposedly having a talk with Centrea, and we were just discussing what was Medusa up to, and then we were saying a bunch of information that I guess probably should not have been shared. I guess you could say, and then at some point Medusa revealed herself to actually be there, and she was portraying herself as Centrea, but she kind of just revealed herself, and uh yeah Sora was slightly sapped of his strength, since I guess he was just staring at her eyes. At least she wears a mask.
Oh.
She normally wears a mask. That's the thing. She wears a mask, but you can see through one of the eye holes. When I first met her, I was focusing on the mask, so I didn't get my own power sapped away instantly. But Ichi, or not, sorry, that's Sora, looked directly into the eye, and well, he got sapped with his strength, but he got better. He got better.
Speaking of that, I remember you refused to let even just a possession of Medusa look at you. It's that dangerous?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we're not. I wouldn't say we're not
The
sure.
problem is, we're not sure, and that's the problem. We don't know what is the extent of what she can take, and if she can stack powers on top of themselves. So let's say, for example, there's someone who has the ability to stop time. Can she take that? If so, we're fucked. Or let's say there's someone like myself who is literally immortal. I cannot die. If she takes that, we're fucked.
Oh god.
That's why it's incredibly important, especially if you have very significant abilities, to not let her look you in the eyes. We don't know what is the extent of what she can take. And not only that, we don't know if maybe she can take multiple abilities at once. So imagine time stop plus immortality. That's literally Dio from my favorite, historical fiction series.
Yeah.
And then there's even just other combinations on top of that that could be incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
That night, she tried at least 3 separate times to look into my eyes. I'm nervous.
Well,
I'm not sure why.
do you feel any different?
Not at all. It's just, she looked at you only a couple times. She looked at me, or tried to look at me multiple times. Perifrost thinks it's because I have something that she wants. But no one is quite sure what. I'm guessing she knows, but I don't know how. Like what? If I don't know what she's after, then how does she know what I have that she's after? You speak about bugs, and that's how you guys can gather some kind of information. What the hell does she have?
Connections.
She seems everywhere.
I don't know if she's really.
Well, I mean, if she can possess people, then she can get information through them by pretending to be them. That's how she got information from Kirby. I mean, maybe she possessed Zentreya in that instance.
Yeah, I never confirmed. That was the thing. I never confirmed that was Zentreya being possessed, or if Medusa looks just like Zentreya, or if this was another side of Zentreya. Because this Medusa, she just, as far as I'm concerned, she just kind of just appeared. And one of the things that it was implied, it was just simply this, she appeared because Zentreya acknowledged her, or something like that. Something along those lines. But there could be something more to that.
Speaking of that, you can, in a way, gather information, at least from where people are, based on whether or not you travel into their dreams. So, can you travel into the dream of someone like Medusa?
I can.
Speaking of that,
I can, but it will be tricky given her ability.
We don't know. Yeah, that's right. We don't know if her ability extended to the dream realm. What if she takes your ability while you're in the dream realm? What happens to you then?
Oh.
Well, I know this much. You went into Sarah's dream before she had her demon form unlocked from the possession. You don't have your demon side now? Because of Medusa?
There's a little bit more to that, actually. So she did take my demon side, which is, it's really, I don't really understand how she could do that, because it's my blood, it's my bloodline, it's something that's part of me, and she simply just took that from me. And well, after a while, I managed to figure out a way to, I guess, to get it back, not from her, but I just had to speak with some kind of being outside of this realm, I guess, and he helped me She helped me get this back.
But who is that being?
Well, she's referred to as Allison. She refers to herself as a creature who tries to maintain a certain balance in the world. So she tries not to get involved with anything, but I don't understand why she helped me with this. But
that could have been her way of keeping balance.
I'm not sure how exactly me having my demon form back would be keeping balance, but that could happen. But as far as anyone's concerned, the demon side of me has not manifested into a much more physical change other than my eyes changing color and kind of some kind of aura, if you can see in auras.
I can, and so can she.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what's left of your demon form was kept because that creature may have foreseen, or at least predicted, that Medusa would try to go after Zintrea's daughter at some point.
She might be going after not just your demon, like, maybe she's just going after all the demon forms.
If she can... I don't even know if she... No, she can. That's right. If she can steal the demon forms of literally everyone in her family...
Here's also a thing that I remember. I don't know if it's relevant anymore because this was information in the past, and we don't know if anything has changed since then and now. But she was looking for, I think, like 6 pieces of something, 6 pieces of power, 6 pieces of something. Like I remember she wrote it out just at some point, just like six things. And then there was a 7th thing. Either it was a 7th piece, or all of them made a 7th. And we were suspecting that these 6 things, she said, one of them was Zintrea, one of them was myself. The others could be other people that we knew. We were not really sure. We couldn't really find any conclusion with that.
Maybe it's just the people who have your bloodline.
Who else then? Who else has your bloodline besides Sarah? Because she would, if your theory is true, then that would be the third.
Yeah.
Who's number 4?
This one person named Altrea. I haven't met her yet. Well, I mean, I don't remember her, but I've been told there's someone named Altrea running around. That's supposedly a family member.
We've been trying to look for her too. Which means
theoretically,
she's made stops at
means she's a demon too.
Yeah, theoretically. Shadow and another friend of mine, Oogie. I don't know if you come across her. Actually has seen Altrea at the Purple Lotus.
Not personally, but somebody who I'm close with saw her.
Oh, right. Wasn't it? You said it was. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. But I know people who have seen her.
We can try to find her too.
So that's 4 out of 6 or 7.
Exactly
Maybe.
Subtle. Been mostly just hanging out with Gilgamesh.
It's entirely possible that Medusa counts herself in that list, so that would be maybe we have either 4 or 5, but that still leaves at least 1 to 3 people missing.
Now I know one. Punisher, Sarah's brother, estranged brother. I've seen him with his demon horns activated pretty much all the time when he walks around. He's currently asleep at the house, but he's been asleep for a while. But she chose...
Another nephew?
This family tree is complicated.
I guess I've been told about that. Oh boy, I've been told about that.
Yeah.
Listen, listen. Some people don't even remember, but and there's this place that I refer to as the time that everyone forgot. This is something that's no longer relevant. let me tell you, this family tree was way more crazy than you expected to be in that time, in that forgotten time. Whoo boy. In
Hold
any
on,
case, in
so
any case.
Parafrost. Speaking of trees, write down all the names that Medusa apparently wants to either
Well, now
possess or
let's
to
write down
steal. Because
names
Mhm.
for everyone we know
Mhm.
is potentially related to Medusa.
you framed it a lot better than I did. Thank you.
Because
right
we
on
don't know
ahead.
if that's necessarily true that that's what she wants, but
Yeah.
That is something that you
So-
remember from last year. It could still be in play. Because if nothing else, the
So-
possession is.
Medusa, who is
So remember that whole little
sisters.
18 plan you had going on back in the day?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Kirby,
Which would mean.
Medusa, Kirby,
Ultrea is
Zen.
also your sister, too.
Alt.
Supposedly.
Underneath Zen, we've got Sarah and Punisher.
Is that really his name?
I mean, that's what he keeps calling himself.
I mean,
So-
I'm not gonna judge here, but
Oh, I wrote Ultrea twice.
I guess.
Do you mind erasing this one? I wrote this one. I wrote this twice.
Hold on.
There we go.
Oh,
So
Do they all
1,
have-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, but that's 6 assuming Medusa counts herself.
Assuming.
That's still, and even if she does, that still means we might be missing a 7th because there were 7 things potentially she was looking for.
Potential 7th, because like I said, I don't know if like the 7th thing was drawn off by itself. It was off in its own little corner, so I don't know if all 6 equals 7, or if 7th was just its own special thing.
It's a 7th. If the 7th is something separate, well, let's see what Parafrost has to say. Oh, man. In hindsight, it probably shouldn't have surprised me as much as it did that Sarah's also a demon because of Punisher. In hindsight.
Could be Nap. Well, I mean,
This is very unlikely, but I'm going to put a question mark here for maybe or Toyo. Maybe. I don't think it's likely. It's not likely, but we can't dismiss this possibility.
We still don't even know if it's even confirmed that Poyo's our kid. This is like an alternate reality. Poyo didn't even like.
It's possible that this is not relevant, but I still want to keep it in the back of my mind because
According
we are
to
taking care of
Parafrost,
Poyo.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't think so. At least, I know it can't be Nappa because he's not blood related. In fact, have you heard anything about where Nappa is?
I haven't seen him. Well, I haven't seen him personally recently, but well, recently I asked Sho to I guess like keep an eye on what's going on in the ALA base, or at least the former. I don't know what we refer to it as, but um, we saw Nappa walking down the halls in a brand new outfit.
Yeah.
He mentioned that last time we were all together. That he had some kind of... I don't think he ever said the word armor, but he had something special planned that was still in the ALA base.
Okay.
If he got it, that means he succeeded. But then now he's... If I know him, he's probably going to try to reconnect with his own family members, like John. Because like I said back there, since he now knows that John is alive, most likely that means Broly knows too, which is probably going to mean Broly will try to kill John at some point. And Nappa, knowing Nappa, he's going to try to prevent that from happening.
And we kind of don't need that to have a fight because, kind of might shake this universe a bit.
No, I'm sure. I've seen him.
Do you remember what
I've
the
seen only
armor looked like?
a tenth of how angry he can get.
Not in exact detail. I'd have to pull
Do you
it up
remember?
later.
RP
Do you
card
remember
down.
at least the
Black and red.
colors?
Black and red.
Those are the
ALA
ALA colors.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll
Remember,
do something like that.
this
Kirby.
right here
Do
is...
you all have the same parents?
Wait.
Because I hate. Do you all have the same parents?
Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
We know who Kirby's ancestor is.
Look,
Who?
people keep saying
know
that. We
you
don't know if
dislike
it
him.
is. We don't know if it is him. Look, supposedly,
I think.
Hmm?
I think I can guess. I think I can guess on who your ancestor might be.
Don't write his full name.
Yes, that.
yeah,
We simply call him Wrath.
yeah. At least that doesn't summon him when that's heard.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe the 7 refers to 7 deadly sins, and the 7th one is actually
That's
your
possible.
father.
That's possible. But
So
like I said,
then,
I don't know if
Here's the thing.
I don't know if we truly have this connection right here because I just been told this. The only thing I remember is just I grew up in the streets. That's all I remember. Just surviving the streets. Then at some point, like, hey, I came into, I got off the streets, but
I want to.
is Parafrost writing something or am I lagging?
Oh no, Parafrost is just looking at something right
Okay.
now. It
I
can't
hate to
be.
bring
It's
it up if we
definitely
have
not
to.
Noah. Bring what up?
It's just
It's a
mentioning
possibility, Kirby.
look, me and Wrath don't see eye to eye. I
I can
was trying to
imagine.
I was trying to ask him for help, but things I didn't speak to him.
Reports, right?
So we have I guess a falling out. I don't trust him for anything that's involving us in any capacity. I want him out and away from me and my family's life.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Let Parafrost do Dream Reaper things right now.
Okay. Oh, that's what that's about.
She's-
Okay.
That's a stance that she takes whenever she's deep in thought.
Okay. It's a very unique stance there.
Quit staring.
Yeah. It could also be on the other side as well.
That's right.
Also remember,
You don't know who your mother is.
I've been
Sarah
told
doesn't know who her father is, which would mean Punisher doesn't know either.
Here's also the thing.
Yeah.
Here's also the other thing. I may know who my mother is, or my mom is, but just I've had memory issues. So that might actually be something that's got blocked out.
Alright.
So
It's what we got so far, so
yeah.
What can you remember, at least, about that?
In terms of family stuff, just living in the streets, doing what I can to survive, and then just, finally being taken into a house.
You never remembered, you can't remember ever growing up with Ultrea or Zentrea
Zentrea's the
or
only
Medusa.
Zentrea's the only one that I thought was just, my blood family. And then she had to go, unfortunately I was in a good position, but she went off to do military things.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right here. Speaking of military things, since Nappa now has the full ALA armor, you also don't know, because we weren't able to say this at the time, this person right here
Mm-hmm.
is one of Nappa's last and best subordinates, direct subordinates. And his rank was Brigadier General. He was Zentrea's right-hand man
Yeah.
when the army was still around. The fact that he has that armor is good news for us.
Yeah.
Potentially good news for John.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, what's John been doing? Do any of you guys know? You two?
Actually,
I know.
No.
John and
Actually,
me
Yeah, no.
worked together back in Demon Dogs.
Hmm.
I haven't talked to him recently, but from what Kirby and what my brother told me, he's currently dealing with Monster Mash.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
speaking of Monster Mash,
Here's another topic.
so you know how you've been dealing with Krueger?
How many more?
And
Too
How
many.
many
She's-
more?
she's also after us again now, and apparently she has this toy of something that is coming after us that also apparently has the ability to wreck cities in its rampage towards us, but it doesn't know where we are yet. But
I'm sorry, hold on, back up.
Back up.
Cities
Yeah, slow
in
down.
outside of dreams she can now affect?
It's time. I think for a date, slow down. Let's talk about Monster Mash a little bit. Monster Mash is a army of monsters all coming together for a singular purpose, from what I've heard. They have a leader. They have several generals, Krueger being one of them. And from what I've heard, one of them, the other relevant one was the Spider Girl. The other one was with this monster-looking thing. And the other one was the leader of the generals, it looked like.
So
And-
3 plus him, the leader, whoever that is. Have you ever
And-
met him in person, or?
Yes.
once, I can't remember his name.
If you
What-
give me, I could
He
probably
said
think
it to
about.
us,
is.
but-
You're calling him. So he's human?
Well,
We don't know.
yeah, we don't know. He had a humanoid form.
And that's what John's up against. And now Krueger has an upgrade that can decimate cities outside
No.
of Dream.
Krueger is now able to affect people outside of the dream world. She can make you hallucinate things. But also, she has a separate thing, which is some sort of toy. I'm going to guess. This is my educated guess. It's probably some sort of giant kaiju she got from the spider general who the two of them are dating. So,
Hello, okay, Monster Mash dating, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing like Spider Queen, let's just call it Spider Queen, and then Krueger. They're a thing. She has gigantic ass spiders, and Krueger has the Undead Illusion Army
I wish I brought some water bottles down
Illusion.
here.
and spiders. I'm going to guess, based on the description that Krueger gave of having this brand new toy that can decimate cities and is after us, it's probably a giant spider, considering this connection. Or
Probably.
some kind of kaiju-like giant being. I can't say for sure, but
Can you get
it
a mission to go
exists.
after for Mr. Perfect?
It's
Oh,
after
yeah.
us. And if it's after us, it's probably going to also be relevant to you because it can switch gears and go after you.
However, Mr. Perfect did give you a mission with a small group to take care of it, discreet-wise. So you keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Discreetly.
we're gonna be investigating someplace when we get the chance, really soon. Hopefully we can get some information from going there. Maybe we can actually find the toy, or whatever, some kind of hint.
Objective
Yeah.
the objective that Mr. Perfect gave you is to find it and deal with it before it finds you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Parafrost just went into somebody's dream now.
Okay.
That'll be good.
Oh, that's what that was about. I was just like, I thought like
Yeah.
Perifrost was stepped away somewhere, and do you?
Oh
Well,
no.
hopefully, it won't take
Huh?
him much.
Also,
Which means
another thing we do want to speak about.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we're going to want to get you, Sarah, if possible, and Para in contact with John if possible, but if not, with someone called Mr. Perfect.
Hun, we don't. That's the thing. That was the other thing we need to speak to Sirocco. There's so much stuff to be. All this information. Look, we. I need to also ask you. Do you know what's going on with Sarah or Medusa right now? Has there been any updates?
Still, um, I have no idea where Medusa is, but Sarah's been in a dream. I don't want to say dreamlike stance, more a coma, some kind of coma since the possession. But she hasn't. You haven't seen any of the threatening letters at all that happened before. She's just recovering right now, I would hope. But if she's in a coma, then
Yeah.
I don't know what she's going through right now.
Yeah. Oh,
I
boy.
just know that physically she's fine. But that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So I've been spending most of the time just trying to gather as much information and as many allies as possible. In fact, I found a few others recently.
Oh, really?
I found 3. A monster hunter named Orbical, who was the top monster hunter at her academy way back when. She could be a good ally, and anybody that she's connected to could help with the monster mesh.
Monster hunter.
She'd be especially great against the spider army.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, monster hunters, they don't exactly have the force of a bomb, but they've taken down creatures that would require bombs to be taken down with.
I can elaborate a little bit more from what I discovered on that front. Because of Perifrost. Perifrost went into her dreams, and that's how we were able to locate her.
Yeah.
We contacted her. We got her in, and we found out that her academy was staffed by ALA officers.
Oh.
I don't know who, but there's a connection there that I saw instantly. So if that, and so, like I mentioned before, she was the top monster hunter of her academy.
Yeah.
The best at what she does. She may not speak much. She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
We have her on our side now. And to continue with the ALA connection, we found a man named Gold. He explained to me that only 2 people in the end were higher ranked than him in the army. Zentrea herself and the War Room, which includes Nappa.
Gold, huh?
And yeah, you know him?
What do you look like?
I'd say blondish hair, white
Short.
undershirt, pretty tall. He always, his expression.
Red eyes.
Yes, exactly.
Shit-eating grin.
Yes.
Oh, you're.
Fucking Gilgamesh.
No. Not the red eyes. The Gold's eyes are, I think, brown. So you don't have to worry too much about that. I understand you have some PTSD about Gilgamesh, but it's okay. In fact, Gilgamesh has been MIA
Thank you.
ever since the fall of the ALA base. No one knows where he is.
Also thank you very much,
Literally
Zero.
He just disappeared off the face of the grid for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Wait, who
I'm not sure
disappeared?
how. Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
He was associated with Zentrea way back when, so I'm not sure why he's not around anymore.
I can't imagine why, but I don't think it really matters.
If you give me some time, I could probably I have a feeling I might know, but it. I think it might have happened sometime during I guess the time that everyone forgot. Uh, some of the stuff, like I. Do you know who's Ichi?
You mentioned that name before. I don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
It's probably for the best if you don't, maybe. Uh, someone that I knew long ago somehow, I guess, became. Uh, I don't know how to explain it, but
He's just an innocent civilian with unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, sure, and somehow helped me remember a bunch of things. Let's just say. Um, I feel like I might have some kind of clue as to what may have happened, but the thing is, the stuff that happened during the time that everyone forgot, it's not relevant information. At least I think it's not relevant. It could.
Let's see.
There's just so much stuff to think about. Like right now, the only thing that's coming to mind is just simply just Gilgamesh. I was actually going to be going on a mission with him to find one of the one of the other leaders. Like was it no? We were supposed to look for someone that was nicknamed the Blonde God.
Blonde
Blonde
God.
God?
Yeah,
Blonde Goddess.
Blonde God.
Blonde God, Blonde Goddess.
Because I've seen that name every now and then from like the earliest records of the ALA, but I can't really find much on her.
Yeah, I know that name is familiar to me too, but like, I mean, I'm not officially the ALA. I'm just simply I helped around in the base, but that was a name I did hear thrown around, and so I don't know whatever became of that, nor do I know what became of Gilgamesh, because after the whole whatever happened between time the event that caused us everyone to forget, I had no association with Gilgamesh, or at least I think so. And he one day he appeared again, but I'm not sure. And if you give me some time, I could probably think about it. I mean, a lot of time. It's a lot of memories to sort through. But maybe I can think
fine.
Yeah, but there's another thing I want to throw in here. I know we have so much information to be thrown around digesting, but it's just something else. 2 months ago, I think it was 2 months ago, I actually saw Zentrea.
2 months?
It was like 2 months ago. It was, strangely enough, it was at Purple Lotus.
Oh, you mean the time where, she strangled me?
Yes, that time.
Yeah, and I had a great first impression.
Please, context, please.
Yeah, first impression.
We might have just dropped the fact that we were married on her and that it was a shotgun wedding, just out of nowhere.
I think she did that to protect you.
Zentrea kind of dotes on me a bit, kind of protective of me.
I mean, I can't die. You know, it wasn't gonna kill me.
You didn't tease her with that, did you?
But I come back.
Well, regardless, she was there. When I bumped into her, she wanted me to help her distract someone. So she was looking for information. I don't know what for.
Wait. Looking for someone?
No, I don't know if she was looking for someone or something. Like she told me she wanted me to distract someone, and I went there I distracted someone. She went into a room, and I don't know what she was up to.
2 months ago.
I think it was like 2 months ago.
At the Purple Lotus. Okay, that's good information to have. I'll keep crunching numbers to see
Speaking
what
of information.
that could mean.
Speaking of information. I did mention a little earlier, but then we talked about something else. If you have any questions regarding Monster Mash at all, you're going to want to get into contact with someone, either John himself, or barring that, someone called Mr. Perfect.
Why not
Mr.
both?
Perfect. They work together. They're dealing with Monster Mash right now. Oftentimes, one of them is at the place that they have a base at, but the other is out, and vice versa.
Okay.
If we can,
We'll
at
have
some
to
point,
look
we
for
can try to
them.
get you in contact with them.
All right, that'll help. That'll help a lot, I think.
Mhm.
If there is anyone who is going to help you with Monster Mash specifically, the most, it's probably going to be Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just know that he's got a bit of a quirk with, I guess, perfection. I guess.
I can imagine. It's in his name.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can't be too bad. Can't be too bad, can he?
I mean, maybe he used to be
he's-
pretty bad about that, but he you might say
He's
he kind of
crazy
got
as hell, but you get used to him.
he kind of was knocked down a peg, so to speak. Some events kind
Mhm.
of
Shook
I
him up.
see.
But he seems to be
Yeah.
doing better for it.
yeah,
Not being so much of
That's
a
good.
neat anymore.
yeah. He's
Neat.
I see him as a friend. So if hey, you know what? If it's at all possible, maybe you could try to, maybe befriend him if it's all, if you'd be interested in that. Just
Get him to get outside of his goddamn box for once.
yeah. I mean, he
Oh,
has
yeah,
been.
good
He
luck
has
with
No
been.
that.
offense. Yeah, we managed to get him to go outside once, but,
You managed to get him
he's
outside?
got a little...
Yeah. Yeah, we went to the
Hold on,
library.
Getting... Parafrost should be coming back soon.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't think anyone would be able to pull that.
Do you think Perifrost will well, so is Perifrost just like their mind just completely gone? Like would they not be able to identify what's been going on here?
Not necessarily.
Oh well.
Parafrost is right here, right behind you.
Oh
Oh,
wait, I didn't realize you actually transported.
You went into somebody's dream. After listening to what Gold's dream was, I dread to hear what. What?
What?
Medusa?
Oh, God.
Hold on. Explain, please.
Yes, please.
I was informing them of the allies that we gained, and they've told us about Nappa's family and his top ally. So, just filling you in while you write.
Oh,
She
shit.
somehow found you?
How? And yet nothing happened to you. Maybe that was just as a warning.
Are you feeling all right?
Oh. That's
She brought
dirty.
She brought an old memory.
That's dirty. Oh, fuck. I know which memory she's talking about.
I'm
It's up
sorry,
to you to let
Lieutenant.
them know.
Would you like some water? I can get you some water, maybe some waffles.
I don't know if waffles is the best thing to hear, hon.
That's all I can cook, babe. You know this.
I know.
I mean, this waffle used to be steak au poivre. You want it?
No.
So she put you to sleep just now? Instead of you just entering someone's dream, you just... Oh, fuck.
Christ.
You know,
That's
as
bad.
much as that we were thinking, Mr. Perfect said that they've got it out for Monster Mash has it out for Medusa, but that just seems
That
like some
it's
Krueger
gonna
stuff
be
right there.
it's gonna be Monster Mash is opposed to Medusa.
Yeah.
My first instinct is we could use that to our advantage, but how? I don't think we can. Mr. Perfect is John's ally. They're the ones who have been dealing with the bulk of the Monster Mash invasions lately. They recommended that we should come into contact with him and Mr. Perfect, if nothing else, to get rid of at least one enemy in the Monster Mash. I wanted to pin the Monster Mash against Medusa, but Medusa clearly has no interest and can just show up whenever.
Of all places, inside this house too.
You're exposed.
Oh boy. I didn't expect, like, I can't control anything that happens in the dream realm in this house. I can keep physical intruders from coming in because they'll be sent to,
Yeah.
my own personal meme hell that I set up for everyone, but psychic, like, dream attacks like that, I don't have the ability to stop that.
We might need to do some research about just, I don't know, get in contact with someone about that sort of thing to be able to just, gosh, if we had an idea that this was going to happen, we could have at least put up the Dreamcatcher to.
Which means she knows you're here too, Kirby.
Well, I mean, this is our house.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that.
Which means means she knows that you know about what we know regarding Sarah. She could probe your mind for any information too later down the line, just
Well,
as she tried with Parafrost.
I'm not sure how that
want
would work.
you to go through with that. Well, I didn't know this was a thing either. So, at this point, we're dealing with a demon with godlike powers, essentially.
You've got to be kidding me.
Look,
You have the ability to bring the Dawnbreaker into your dreams. You can defend yourself.
That's true.
And Parafrost has plenty on her side. In fact,
But
you should become more aware of her power set, since the nurse just attacked you guys a bit recently. Maybe you might need Parafrost's help.
Yeah.
Let them know about, if nothing else to take your mind off what just happened, let them know about what you can do. What else you can do. You can show them your new weapon, in fact, once you're done explaining.
Hey, Sirocco.
Yeah?
I don't know how to feel about this because I experienced a mental attack last year and someone helped me through that, and I may not be able to prevent those things again, but I at least can detect if someone's trying to, I guess, psychically probe my mind. Dreams, on the other hand,
Okay.
that's different. Entering the dreamscape stuff, it's completely different. So at least if it's some kind of psychic attack, I can sort of deal with that. But just dreams.
Well, you have the Dream Reaper here.
Yeah. This new weapon I forged.
And
From any form of sleep abilities. This new weapon I forged can wake a person from any form of sleep abilities.
Interesting.
That'll be useful.
Here we go.
Is that it? Oh.
Yes.
Does it wake people up with a loud bang?
It does use bullets. Several different kinds of bullets. For different purposes.
Especially bullets. Yep.
As far as I remember you saying a while ago. Yeah, there we go.
Used from your
Exactly.
sight. You
can show them
I remember.
your sight.
Yeah, that's there. There is. That's what I saw. Huh. Is there a way to be able to just get in contact with you quickly? I mean,
the gun can allow Perafrost to switch dreams at any point.
Yeah.
If you're, let's say Shadow or Show are sleeping next to each other in an apartment, and Perafrost is in Show, can grab the gun, boom, and the nearest person to Show, which in this case would be Shadow, would then have Perafrost there. So it automatically detects who's nearest to Perafrost, so she can bounce back and forth easily.
But if let's say we're at a long distance, though, like, is there any way? Yeah, is there any way to?
Well, thing is, the way that her dream reaping works is, doesn't necessarily matter how far the person is. It's just, let's say that, yeah.
As long as I feel a distortion.
Disturbance. Actually. A distortion in a dream would be fatal in a lot of ways. A distortion in a dream would be more like something is actively trying to kill you, like Krueger, which is how Perafrost found Sarah.
Yeah.
As soon as you told me what happened, you used the scythe, stopped time, and that was enough to push Krueger out.
I guess there's that then. I mean, I still feel like I'm going to be okay in terms of dreams because I have the ability to bring this with me. I have it upstairs. I have something to help deal with Krueger, but when Krueger approached me last time, it happened while I was just talking to the others. Like, she just appeared to me, like, she did this before. She did this once before. She just appears in some kind of, like, in a moment or something. Like a hallucination kind of thing.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so
to taunt you, basically, in a way.
Yeah, she did that
kind of
too.
even if you survive her nightmares, she still leaves a mark on you until she's gone, most likely.
Yeah. And
last time she
approached, I don't know if she was just kind of just gone mad or she's getting more wrong information. She kept on insisting that she's been hearing that me and Fruity have been wanting to kill her, or like just out for blood. Just basically, specifically, we want to kill her so bad, and it's just
I just want that bitch out of my life.
Yeah, I don't care how. Like, I want her behind bars, or just I don't care what it is. I just want her to be gone from our lives. So she may be off the deep end.
wouldn't surprise me from what Perifos described to me. Oh, and from what Sarah described to me before the possession, in fact. And that's just one Monster Mash commander. There are two others.
Yeah.
The spider and the monster that nobody seems to be able to describe,
Poopy,
which
sort
is
of.
usually not a good sign if
It
the
looks
monster
like
is
a
so terrifying.
big hunk of tar.
Tar monster.
Yeah.
Tar monster. What could be his power?
Disease.
Plague.
Disease.
Plague.
Zombie army,
So he-
basically.
Oh no, that's
He's a
specifically
plague
that's Krugoy's thing.
Well, no, technically, like Krugoy stuff looks like zombies, but they're more just undead illusions. The plague mechanically functions more like a zombie thing.
Yeah, Krugoy's illusions. The plague is something else.
Hmm.
From the good old
Okay.
fucking days with demon dogs.
You've had this happen before?
Yeah. We've had to deal with a plague on a separate continent before. It's ultimately what fucking thinned out our ranks enough to the point where we are going to break sooner or later.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tragedy.
Could that plague be connected to this one in the Monster Mash? Or is that something
Possibility.
else?
It's possible. I don't
Okay.
know. I would ask Mr.
Okay.
Perfect about that because Mr. Perfect was also dealing with the plague back in the day.
Okay.
We know that you can just deal with it with fire. Fire is the thing that you want to be bringing around when you're dealing with,
Like these
Those
guys said,
guys.
Mr. Perfect knows all about. Mr. Perfect has a lot of info about Monster Mash. He's the one you want to talk to.
Absolutely. You want more details on all three armies, the commanders, anything, names, dates. Mr. Perfect's got your information.
Yeah.
And he's with John,
Yes.
which also means
Indeed.
since Nappa's probably going to go after John right now to, if nothing else, see if he's still alive, given that Broly's most likely hunting him down, Broly might show up at some point when the Monster Mash might unleash another invasion. Just by sheer coincidence, if nothing else, because he wants to kill Broly and John.
I wish you could
They have
just.
their own complicated family history.
I wish you could just direct Brawley to just deal with the Monster Mash or something.
He's a madman
wish-
with
I
one
wish-
intent.
Yeah.
Really? He was in her dream too. That's right. You told me. That's right. All you need, it's part of Kruger's powers. All you need is for just a mention, just a name, and that name is enough for her to create a perfect recreation of, in this case, Broly.
Oh, God.
In the dream that Perifos told me, again,
Oh,
Nappa
God.
had spoken about, Nappa had spoken about Broly, but Sarah never saw him in person
There are
until
so
the
many
dream,
people I
until
can
the
no longer
nightmare.
mention ever again in front of Krugoy.
Yeah.
Probably should be mentioning
Exactly.
anyone like that, anyways, to Krugoy.
Exactly. And according to both Nappa and Perifrost and Sarah, that was a one-to-one recreation. Exactly his voice, exactly his mannerisms, his body language. It was as if the man himself was there.
Oh,
So,
God.
if, for instance, you mention when Nurse Krueger is around Medusa, and she starts chasing you in her dreams with Medusa as her attack dog, please no. Please no. Please no.
So that could mean that I could lose my power in there.
We gotta, if nothing else, I know there are two more, and I know they have a leader. We gotta take down Nurse Kruger first at some point.
But if you do, you're gonna get the other two on your ass.
I mean, I'd feel like
Have that.
dealing with them with Krugoy first as soon as possible is better than
Yeah.
the with a
Because-
cold war with those others.
Because, like I said, one name. That's it. All she needs is a name. All she needs is a name.
And once we deal with Krugoi, hopefully that's the last of whatever weirdly mental whatever stuff that we'd have to be dealing with Monster Mash. And at that point, we can just hopefully we can get some assistance from some nations out there once they're done dealing with the Chungus problem.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still just ridiculous that they're still so caught up with that dumb thing.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. When you're with him, you're gonna deal with this shit on a daily basis.
Hey.
Something the matter?
No.
The Chungus.
Yeah, they've been a
Chungai,
problem.
whatever they are.
It's like that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why other nations haven't been dealing with the Monster Mash. It's just they're so caught up with this little dumb problem.
I'm gonna walk away if you keep talking about this.
Regardless.
Well, I have a. Go ahead.
Regardless, I think the biggest problem is going to be that spider army eventually, because you deal with Krugoi. Like, let's say you kill Krugoi, problem solved whatsoever. She's dating the other commander. Do you think she's not going to be pissed? Oh, her name was Christine. Christine, that's right. Christine.
That's a very normal name for a monster.
Christine, the Spider Queen.
Okay, so I have a theory that I just came up with on the spot. Could Christine and Krugoi have once been human?
Krueger was.
Maybe that's the way to beat them.
Krueger was.
We know for a fact Krugoi was.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Can't
we
say
could
the
probably,
same for Christine.
That's the thing we could probably
don't
talk
know.
about with Mr. Perfect again. But we're informed that Krugoi used to be a normal person, and I guess maybe some tragedy kind of happened to them, and they eventually got led to this path. But that's one of the things that I was hoping to be able to contain Krugoi so that she could either atone for her crimes or something like that, or we can change her back to normal, I guess. I mean, I don't know what we can do, but my preference is to not have to kill people off. I'd rather see them, pay for crimes and stuff like that. But, if it is what it is, if, the only answer here is just...
If we do that, though, what is your preference?
Kill or capture?
You want my preference on this?
And I'll take shows too, yes. Continue.
Monster like that doesn't need to be in this world and should obviously be put out of their misery.
Show?
I already have a personal bias of why I want her dead.
I can imagine. But if she can be captured, go for it. Because if nothing else, that means she's taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to get her off all of our backs. And I think Perafrost can and will help you guys out if things go bad enough that the Dream Reaper is required.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows, like I mentioned, all she needs is a name. What if, let's say, the nurse catches you talking about not even just Medusa, but maybe Gilgamesh. And maybe Gilgamesh either takes or breaks this little sword, or the sword that you have upstairs.
Yeah.
So there goes one way that you have to beat her.
What if we get her what if we end up bringing up... Do you think we could use that as a trap?
In what way?
What if we bring up a specific name and she summons that person or being or whatever, but whatever that being is might be a thing that just fucks her over? Like, I don't know. Oh, hey, here's Ra, the sun god.
Maybe right here?
Yeah. We mentioned a name, Perafrost. And then she summons what she thinks is an illusion of Perafrost, but because of Perafrost's specific properties, it's the actual Perafrost.
That could be a good way to deal with her completely.
I'm not saying it's going to work. I don't know for sure, but
Something like that.
It's
Something
an
like
idea.
that.
Something like that, yeah.
Alternatively, I'm like, what if you just summon some sort of, I don't know, like eldritch horror that just breaks her brain looking at it. I know. I'm not saying it's. I'm just saying.
If we deal with that, no.
As an extreme example.
I have enough
As an
PTSD from
extreme.
Slender Man. No.
Don't even mention that fucker in front of me.
No, please.
As an extreme I'm not saying we do it. I'm just saying as an extreme example.
Just got done dealing with that fucker a couple days ago.
If I fucking fall asleep and the Slender Man tries to kill me, I'm blaming myself for that because I brought him up.
At least you don't have the fucking sickness that I'm dealing with right now.
Oh no.
Regardless, I think that's all the information we had.
Yeah.
Oh. Since you mentioned that, see these tattoos that were also on Parafrost's gun?
Yeah.
Let them know what they represent. Because this is important if you're going to have her take down Nurse Krueger.
Okay.
Don't mind the gun.
Yeah, I'm trying not to mind it.
Let me just stand over here.
Yeah.
The muzzle.
Yeah,
I know of 3 bullets. You've heard the first 2. Switching guns. Switching dreams.
Life force. Okay. So, I guess if they start fading away, it means it's a bad thing?
Death.
Yeah, okay.
When...
So don't let that happen.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more to the tattoos than just that.
Holy Krueger, we're going for a long time. Oof. But every person.
I kill in a dream increases my life force.
Birdie, your damn security system's acting up again. He got yeeted out.
Oh god damn it! Hold on, give me a second.
Oh dear. He'll be fine. He'll be back soon enough once Birdie gets him out. Every person you kill in a dream increases your life. Boy, that's an interesting power you've got there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gonna have to send me an invite.
Or whoever.
It's invite plus.
Or you send him an invite.
Hence being a
Reaper.
That would make sense. So how much time does that give you basically? If you happen to know, like per life. One week, huh?
Oh.
That's oh boy. I guess this would I guess she'd be more on the same lines as you are then in terms of getting things done.
Oh. I apologize. My security system just blips out sometimes. Hopefully you got yeeted out of the house instead of put through meme hell.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. You don't feel nauseous, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just good because I was about to say if you did, you were going to start projectile vomiting for 30 minutes, but you don't.
No.
So.
Usage also drains my life force.
Oh, so that means it can go from 1 week to just a couple of days. Ooh, okay.
If all of the tattoos are gone, bare minimum, she could have at most, what was it again? A year left to live? Because that's from her normal life
Normal
force.
life. Well,
Yep.
yeah. So, but
Hey, I'm
using her
not
powers.
judging.
Yeah, that's why I said this is more on Shadow's line of work, I guess.
What's your take, Shadow?
Not like I do that anymore.
Well, I think that's all the information that we need to convey. Do keep in mind this stuff over here with Medusa looking out for power, or I guess pieces of power, whatnot. Keep in mind she may not even look for this anymore. You know, this
Fair.
a lot of things could have happened since the time that she disappeared.
Not even that. It could just be that maybe she switched gears.
Yeah.
And found something else to do, because if nothing else, we have physical evidence here that she wants to possess more members of her family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I don't. This thing that I've got that helps me deal with the psychic attack and stuff like that. I don't know if that's simply a thing that came from a genetic trait for me, or if it's something the others have. But
if there's one thing you should remember from all of this, it's this.
I agree. And to find John and Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
And to find John and Mr. Perfect. Those are the two things.
I guess maybe also just like Centrea is looking for something or someone.
Okay.
Because like I said, I saw her for that
2 months ago.
Yeah, I just saw her for that one day, and that was it.
Okay. All right, that's good. We'll be gathering more and more allies on our end too. You know of Gold, you know of Orbital.
Yeah.
I've also discovered a woman who can use the power of the Void, but she's incredibly hard to predict, so I'm not sure what to expect from her.
Yeah.
And that's just the 3 that I've found recently. Yeah. Anyone else who wants to help, I will happily accept their help.
Yeah.
Detectives, former demon dogs, anyone.
If you see a woman who has octopus hair and is a pirate captain, that's my ex, don't trust her. If you see a kid with sort of rabbit features who might want to help, that's someone else who's probably going to be helpful for you, but he also has a thing against me, so yeah. I'm just saying, if you ever visit Howl Keep, because I know like that area tends to gather, that's a good place to go if you're looking for allies.
Okay.
He's around there, and he will probably want to help, considering he's got this whole superhero thing going on, but we've got a thing against each other, so.
You seem excited for something a moment ago.
Our priority was to gather up what's left of the ALA. We're going to still do that, so anyone else who is still alive after Medusa's coup we'll look for. That's how we found her. But, and as well, Altrea. But if I know Altrea, she probably understands more about what's going on with Medusa than anyone else here.
Yeah. If you happen
priority target as well.
Bump into Altrea, ask her if she wouldn't mind having some tea and cupcakes or something like that together. Or at least with me. I've been wanting to.
If we find Altrea and we can help Sarah get out of her funk right now.
Yeah.
Family reunion between the 3 of you could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to find another bunker just in case shit starts going awry once you three reunite.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much you and Sarah, but you and Altrea.
Hmm.
Because it would be your first meeting, and I can't predict what's going to happen there.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just say that I tend to, uh, like families, like in-laws and stuff like that I come across tend to be rather disappointed when they look at me. Let's just say.
Oh God.
Oh,
That
this
says
is
a lot about.
rage.
That says more about them than it
Because
says about you, I feel.
yeah, not everything is a big dick contest of who's the more, aggressive masculine man or whatever.
He's
In any
like the
case,
only male member of his family, from Zentrea's direct
yeah,
here.
yeah. Hey, and since you guys are here, maybe we can get you some, some food and stuff like that before you guys head out.
Of course.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So,
Let's go upstairs. It's getting stuffy in here.
is
I
that
think
all?
that's everything we have to discuss.
RP cards is
Yes.
done.